If you're a new or small YouTuber, especially if you're 40 plus, you might be wondering, what's all this AI stuff all about? Do I need it? Is it worth using? Will it help me? Will it not? What should I use? There's so many different tools. How should I use it? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm not going to show you how to use any specific AI tools. It's more an overview, I think, of how I see AI being used and how I use it myself, and how maybe you can to improve your content. So the most obvious question is, do you need AI? And the simple answer is no, you don't. If you don't want anything to do with it, then you don't need to have anything to do with it. People have been making videos for a long time now without any AI help, and they can continue to do that, as far as I can see, into the future, especially for certain types of channel and content, because some things just don't need it. I mean, you can make a video entirely out of AI with animations, sound, everything produced by AI, but I think most of us aren't doing that. So if you're not, like most of us, then no, you don't need it. But can it help you? Yes, absolutely it can. And it can save you a lot of time and a lot of effort in some cases. But can it also harm you or harm your channel? I don't mean there's going to be some AI robot coming to attack you. What I mean is, can it be a detriment to your channel? And in this video, I'm going to show you that yes, it can, by using a real example that I came across recently. So I've been thinking about AI a lot recently. And on Monday, for example, I did a deep dive into an AI tool that is supposed to be for creating motion graphics, particularly for videos. And I'd seen this thing and I wondered, is it any good? I'd seen a lot of people saying it is. So I actually signed up for an account for a monthly subscription just to test it out, to see if it was any good. And my results, to be honest, were mixed. Now, that's something that I'm thinking about doing a video about. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'll probably do it anyway. But if you do like that kind of content, or want to see some of these tools in action and actually see an honest review of them, then let me know. Because what I've found is that a lot of YouTubers, in fact, every single one that I came across myself, every YouTuber that's reviewed AI apps, including this particular one, has said that they're great and there's no problems with them at all. And, they don't give you an honest review, because what they're trying to do for most of them is sell you some kind of affiliate link. So they're trying to get you to sign up so they can make money. Now, of course, that's not very transparent, and this channel is about transparency. So if you want to see videos about AI tools and stuff that are actually realistic, then let me know. But what frustrates me is these videos that tell you that these tools are great, and what they do is they show you a 30-second clip of it working perfectly. And that is often not the case. What they don't show you is the 6 hours of work and the 50+ prompts that it took for the AI to actually generate the thing that they're showing you. And that is what frustrates me, because if you go into one of these AI apps and try and use it thinking that it's all going to be good, it probably won't be. So what could you use it for then? What is the best use for AI for people like us? Maybe people who are over 40, small channels, small creators, just trying to do whatever we can to grow in an honest and sensible way. Well, for me, the best use of AI is for mundane, repetitive, or sort of productivity-based tasks where you struggle to maybe have the time to create content, and by eliminating some of those time-consuming but really boring and unnecessary mundane tasks, you can actually create a lot more content a lot faster. Because if you just let AI create stuff for you, all you're doing then is just reading out something from a script, like reading a teleprompter, but you haven't got any of yourself in it. Now, that brings us on to my example. This is really interesting for me to hear, and I think it will be for you too, and valuable. So I was watching a medium-sized creator that I follow and like and respect, and they're in the same niche as me, YouTube growth and that type of stuff. And they'd made a video, and that video got some attention. Now, it got attention in a good way from views and stuff, but it also got the attention of a larger YouTuber in the same space, because that larger YouTuber made a video basically saying, without naming the person, but saying that I've made a video that this other creator has copied, and he's copied it so much that he's even copied the exact language down to the exact sentences that he used. And these weren't regular sentences, these were unusual phrases and things that he'd used that this person had copied. Now, this medium creator then made a video responding, and although he wasn't named specifically, he admitted that he thought he was the one that this person, the larger creator, was talking about. And so he made a video apologizing. Now, where's AI come into this, you might be asking? Well, what I've seen from this medium-sized creator is that he uses AI, specifically Poppy AI, which you may have heard of, which is like a productivity kind of tool where you can plug in a load of, say, YouTube videos, source material, and you can ask it to write a summary or a script based on the information contained in those videos. What you can also do is add other sources that you can plug in to, for example, have some sort of document for your channel saying what your channel's about, what sort of theme it is, what you're trying to achieve, who your target audience is, and that sort of thing. So you can plug in a lot of information to give this Poppy AI to be able to come up with a video for you. Now, the problem is that, well, firstly, Poppy AI is super expensive, which concerns me a little bit. It's very expensive monthly, and if you pay for the one-off lifetime membership fee, it's something like $1,000. Now, that makes me wonder a little bit what it is they're trying to do. Are they as effective as they say they are, or are they anticipating that people are going to work something out about them and then they're going to disappear, but they've got everybody's $1,000, so it doesn't matter? Now, I'm not saying that's the case. I don't know. I haven't tried Poppy AI. I've only watched videos about it and seen things. But anyway, that aside, this creator has made videos saying that he uses Poppy AI in his workflow to create videos. Now, if we put two and two together, let's imagine this medium-sized creator has got the big creator's content. He's plugged it into Poppy AI. The AI has then processed it, made a script out of it, and he's then gone and read that script out and made a video out of it without any quality checking or any sort of quality control to see if that was a good idea or not. Now, I don't know that's happened, but considering he's made videos saying he uses Poppy AI for all his content, I think we can put two and two together and see what may have happened there. So you have to be very careful, because I think that plugging in other people's material and not even quality checking to see if something has gone wrong with the AI, or if it's just blatantly copied everything you've said, which was the case in this video, then it can be very dangerous. And what happens is that he had a successful video, but then he decided to take it down. So respect to him for doing so. And he's a good creator and I think a good person. So I don't cast any aspersions on his character or anything. I think it was just a mistake. But this is a mistake caused by using AI. So you really need to quality check what you put into these things, because otherwise you're just reading out a script, and you're not even reading out someone else's script. It's like reading out someone else's schoolwork at school or something when you have to do a presentation. If it's not your own, it's probably going to show, and the teacher's going to work that out, and you're going to get in trouble. And it's the same with this, exactly the same. You're basically reading a script from, let's say, a teleprompter that you haven't even written. That doesn't sit well with me, because I think you've got to ask yourself, although there's an audience for everything, who do you actually want to be? You know, what does your channel stand for, and what do you stand for? And I'm not against AI, but I'm against the lack of authenticity that this type of behavior encourages or causes, and I don't like it. And so could my channel get left behind because I take certain action because I don't want to use AI, for example? Yeah, quite possibly. But, you know, if that's the case, I'll live with it. I'm not willing to sell myself out to progress. I want to progress as me. And if that's not good enough for people, then, well, I'll just do something else, quite simply. And I think a lot of people feel that same way. So what is worth using AI-wise then? Well, what is worth using is stuff that you can integrate into your workflow that actually saves you time and on these productivity tasks. So you can speed up your process and make more content, but without AI actually affecting the actual content of your content. So that, in my opinion, should come almost solely from you, maybe with a little bit of help along the way. AI is great for things like descriptions. I put my video idea into ChatGPT and tell it to make me a description. But what I do after that is I then check that description and I read through it and I add to it and I edit it. But it does speed things up because it writes the bulk of it for me, and then I just have to make a few little changes. But I'll never let it write it for me and just paste it in there without checking. So another example is the video I made recently on Adobe Podcast. You throw your audio into it, it processes it, and it spits out an enhanced version, which you could do yourself in, say, DaVinci Resolve or whatever program you use. But why would you need to if this can do it for you? Especially if you already know how to, because it's worth knowing these skills if you can learn them yourself, but it's not worth using them all the time, because if AI can do it for you and save you a ton of time, why would you do it yourself? What's the point in the end? So I'm thinking about making a little bit more content based around AI, and just if you guys are interested in how to use it or certain programs you've heard about or whatever, I think I can give you an actual honest look at those things, because I won't lie to anybody. If I think something's good, I'll show you why it's good, and I'll show you the reality, and I'll also show you why it's not good. And this program I was using on Monday for the entire day to create these motion graphics, as I said, it was mixed, very mixed, and nobody I came across had actually said that before. No one had thrown any sort of negativity or questions about its actual application. They just said, you know, the sun shines out of it, it's the best thing ever, and it isn't. So I'm frustrated with people lying and doing so, especially just to earn a little commission from an affiliate link. I don't want my channel to be about that, and I'm not sure that you people do either, and I don't think you want to watch someone like that. If you do, then I'm not the right person for you. So I think use AI sensibly, use it with respect and caution for the fact that it does get things wrong. It will copy other people sometimes, and you can't rely on it 100% to create for you, because that's the whole point, isn't it, of being a content creator, that you're creating something yourself. So will AI last? Is it a bubble? I think to an extent there could be some drop down in the use of AI eventually, when, a bit like NFTs in crypto, if you ever came across that. Big hype, everybody thinks you should get one, lots of people buying them, and then realizing, oh, it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's useful, but it's not quite as hyped as we thought, and maybe we don't need to rely on it as much as we thought we did. That could be the case for AI, I'm not sure. I think it's certainly helpful and I think it's useful, but I see it, for now at least, and the immediate future, as a productivity helper rather than an actual replacement for making content for me. So let me know, what are your concerns and thoughts about AI? I've got a spider's web attacking me now. But yeah, what are your thoughts? What are your concerns? What have you seen or experienced with AI? And what are you worried about, or what do you want to know more about or learn more about? Let me know all this stuff, because here's another point. I could go and ask ChatGPT what content people want to see. But the thing that makes most sense to me is to ask you guys, what do you actually want to see? Because I'd rather make that than what ChatGPT tells me. Now, that might be dumb because none of you will probably respond anyway, but I would rather have that interaction with real people and that connection. And I think that is what many people now on YouTube value. And I hope I'm correct, because that's what I'm basing all of this on. So let me know in the comments what you guys want to see and what content you want me to make, and I'll try and do that. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Take care. See you in the next one.